My name is Aziza Kibibi, and I survived over 17 years of abuse at the hands of my father that resulted in 4 children by him.
Have you ever heard of someone whose children are also their siblings? If not, the story of Aziza Kibibi will absolutely shock you. Her father first raped her when she was only 8. She became a mother at the age of 15, and she had 4 children with her own father. What is the fate of her 4 children? What is she doing now? And did her father get the punishment he deserves, or did he get away with his actions? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified as I upload a new video. Let's go on. Aziza Kibibi Mikil Ayende was born on September 10, 1977. Her mother, Beverly Ayende, worked as a business clerk before becoming a full-time housewife. Her father, Aswad Ayende, was a prominent music video producer, famous for producing the iconic Killing Me Softly music video for the Fugees. During her childhood, Aziza lived with her large family in a grand house in New Jersey, and essentially they were one big happy family. Like many young girls, Aziza Kibibi had childhood dreams filled with fantasies of castles, princesses, and Little Pony. However, her life took an unexpected turn, and those dreams, along with her life, would soon be forever changed. As she got older, she started to witness her father hit her mother, and her father decided that he was going to be polygamous, which her mom was completely against, and that put a strain on her as a child. Aziza was homeschooled, but was allowed to interact and play with other children in the neighborhood. One night, when she was 8 years old, her mom sent her to talk to her dad, and that was the first time that he began to molest her. He told her to lie on the floor, pulled her panties aside, and touched her with his mouth and hands. He told me I was special. Initially, it was to teach me to be a woman, Aziza said. But after that, he kept returning almost every night. Eventually, he started isolating her, forbidding her from interacting with other kids and cutting her off from the neighbors. She was deprived of a normal school life, as her parents took it upon themselves to educate her, and she, in turn, became responsible for teaching her younger siblings. By the time Kibibi was 10, her father began to go into her bedroom at night to rape her. She tried to tell her mother, but it seemed she already knew. Ayende informed his wife that his sexual interactions with Kibibi were healing methods aimed at curing a persistent case of eczema. Ayende's defiance was quickly squashed with his fists. He also threatened Aziza that he'd kill her if she didn't participate, or he'd go after her younger sisters. This put her in an incredibly difficult position, leaving her with numerous troubling questions swirling in her head. How can I protect my family? How can I fake sleep so he won't mess with me? How can I get through the moment? He was this monster she somehow had to deal with. During this period, Aziza made multiple plans for running away, but didn't go through with it because she didn't want to leave her siblings in danger. When Aziza was about 15 years old, her father purchased a house in East Orange, New Jersey. The house that he purchased was dilapidated. It needs to be renovated, so they lived there on a construction site as they rebuilt the house. And it was during that time that she got pregnant with her first child by him. I guess it was melancholy. He wasn't upset, but he wasn't happy, Aziza said. When her father's girlfriend learned about the pregnancy, she asked if the baby would be deformed, citing a belief that offspring from certain family members might be born with deformities. This remark angered him deeply. When Kibibi's first child was born without defects, Ayende took it as proof and continued to rape the girl to get her pregnant. The children to come would not be as lucky. After a failed pregnancy, a daughter was born with phenylketonuria, a rare genetic disorder that prevents the body from effectively breaking down amino acids and can cause brain damage, and a son came 3 years later who was generally healthy. Over the years, Kibibi became obsessed with escaping. She would sleep just because her dreams were better than real life. In 2002, she got what she had been waiting for. With Ayende away on a business trip, her son suddenly went into seizures. After a brief hesitation, she opted to take the brave step of taking him to a nearby hospital. It was a gamble, she said. I wasn't socialized, and the questions they were asking, I didn't know how to answer them. The case piqued the interest of a social worker, who alerted the State Department of Youth and Family Services. When Ayinde returned from his business trip, he was enraged and threatened to forcibly remove his son from the hospital. Child Services stepped in before he could do that and placed them in separate homes. After social services took Aziza's children, Kibibi, her mother and her sisters began staying apart from Ayinde, though he continued to regularly threaten her as she completed state-mandated courses and counseling in hopes of regaining custody. He even raped her during this period, which resulted in another pregnancy. This time, her daughter was born with both phenylketonuria and spinal muscular atrophy, which rendered the girl completely disabled, unable to walk or care for herself. A year later, she regained custody of her 3 children, and Kibibi says she had become a stronger person. She had minimal contact with her father until 2005, when she and her sisters finally decided to pursue criminal charges against him. A warrant was put out for his arrest, and it took them a year to find him. In 2006, he was arrested while trying to leave the country. In 2013, her father, Aswad Ayinde, was sentenced to 50 years in prison for the repeated sexual assaults he had subjected Aziza to. The term will begin only after he has finished serving a 40-year sentence for raping another daughter, which also produced a child, bringing his total sentence to 90 years. With her father behind bars, Kibibi went about rebuilding her life. While caring for her children, she put herself through college on mostly scholarships and graduated with 2 bachelor's degrees. She has made herself a voice for those who don't feel they are strong enough to speak out for themselves by founding Precious Little Ladies, a non-profit organization established to combat child abuse and domestic assault. Additionally, she is the owner and operator of a delectable edible company called Sincerely Z and holds a position as a senior producer at a media agency. She was also married and had a son. Moreover, she continues to write poetry and has written a memoir about her experiences. Sharing her story, she believes, will not only provide her with a greater sense of peace, but also help others who may have been through similar ordeals. Her past is something she can't ever forget, but it's evident that she won't let it hold her back either. What do you think of this story? And that's it. If you enjoyed the video and want more like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up below in appreciation. And if you haven't already, you really want to subscribe to my channel and tick the bell icon so you get notified as I upload a new video every week. See you in the next video.